So you've read the title. If not, then I'm here to answer the question that plagues every non-random gamer's comment history. How do you even see those notes? Though, slight disclaimer that this answer is more or less regarding this type of rhythm game. Other more unique rhythm games have other reading styles and such, so this might not be the answer to your question if you're thinking of a rhythm game like Fighters or something. To put it simply, we only look at a singular area of the playfield as opposed to looking at each note individually. Though, if you want a longer explanation, I'm also giving you that. When starting out a rhythm game, most people are kind of overwhelmed by the amount of stuff going on and tend to look at every note individually when they play, as that seems like the most logical thing to do. And to their credit, it does seem to work for the most part. As you start playing harder maps, this strategy starts to make playing the game a confusing mess, as most people can't really keep up with looking at each note individually when the chart looks something like this. At which point, people start to ask themselves, how does anyone even play this? Now, here is where the story splits into 3 categories. The first category is the category of players who just kind of gave up trying to play the game, which is kind of understandable, like this doesn't really seem feasible. The second category is the category of players who went and searched for beginner guides and saw the tip of just looking at one area of the playfield. Now, I generally don't know how many instances of this led to people using this as their main way of reading notes, but I think it worked for a lot of people considering a lot of players mentioned using this, so yeah. And the third category of players is the one that kind of found out that doing this helps a lot on their own. Now, the reason as to why people think this makes playing the game easier is because with this strategy, you don't really have to focus on every note. And thing is, when charts get hard, the notes just overload and it's really hard to just keep your attention on each and every one of them. So it's really easy to just focus on one spot and kind of just read the notes with the corners of your eye. Or well, that's at least how I see it. Anyways, I hope this video answered your question. If you believe that I said anything that would be wrong in this video, I encourage you to leave a comment about it and then I'll add the corrections in like a pinned comment or something. And I'll see you some other time.